Hi. These are my Wednesday words for January 6th, 2021. I'm outside. It's a little cool. I want to chat a little bit about our responses to the COVID virus and isolation and separateness and give you some thoughts and ideas for self-care. I think you know that I took off my mask for about 30 minutes in an Ocala restaurant, and one of the several church members at the table was pre-symptomatic with the COVID-19 virus, and sure enough, 4 days later, I was positive for the virus. This virus is so easy to catch. I didn't have many complications because I'm relatively healthy. It was an unpleasant 2 weeks of isolation in our guest bedroom. For the first week, I didn't even watch TV. I read some and listened to audiobooks and podcasts. I don't even remember much about them. I listened to an Ian Fleming book that was not James Bond or Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. But I digress. It is amazing that the same man wrote both of those series. A man of his time, not of our time. You know that several church members have died from COVID-19, and some have been infected and recovered. Still, others have not regained their sense of smell and taste. Several members are newly infected this week. Please pray for them. I know from calling and talking with church members this winter that you're lonely and miss coming to worship and miss the fellowship of church and of being among friends and folks you know and love. I understand. I'm an extrovert. I'm energized by being among people. I'm glad we're worshiping together each Sunday at 9, but I genuinely miss the fellowship time after service. I miss shaking your hands and giving appropriate hugs and the always appropriate smile, nod, wink, wave. I miss that very much. It will be great when I can come to visit church members in their homes, in assisted livings, in nursing homes. I long to pastor, to bring the Lord's Supper to you and pray with you, but now is not the time for close contact indoors. What can we do? I want to point out that being physically distant doesn't mean we have to be socially distant or socially isolated. We have telephones and can call one another, and many of these phones are smart, and they can join electronic conference calls with pictures and voice. That we can send texts and emails and TikTok and things that I don't understand. We had a great Advent study in late November and in December by Zoom conference. Anyone can join a Zoom conference by telephone or smartphone or computer. We'll have a Lenten study in February and March. Watch the church newsletter or weekly Inspire for details. If you're watching these Wednesday words in the winter of 2021 and don't belong to First Presbyterian Church of Ocala, but want to join us for electronic Bible study, contact me, Reverend Jones, through the church. You can start at fpcocala.org. Grief Share begins this Friday, January 8th, and continues every Friday in our fellowship hall and by Zoom conference, which can be a phone call. You can pick up any Friday. Come join us for Grief Share. It's not the same to join a church study electronically, but it's what we can do safely now. I hope you'll seek a vaccination for COVID-19 as it's available to your group, age, health, occupation. I expect I'll be the last to get vaccinated as a healthy, middle-aged person. But when I can, I'll get the shot. I got the flu shot this year and a tetanus booster last year and the shingles vaccination. My children and grandchildren are up to date on their vaccinations. babies and vulnerable adults can't get many shots. That's why all of us adults who can need to be vaccinated, so we don't give a preventable disease to a vulnerable person or an infant. Thanks for sticking with me as I share personal and spiritual thoughts. This is not meant to be medical advice, but I want to encourage you to get out in the sunshine. Everything I have read about this virus, it's not easily transmitted out of doors, in a park. That's why we've had tent worship services at First Presbyterian. The air currents, the winds outside dissipate the virus. It's cool outside, but it's sunny and it gets warm midday. I'm going to shed this sweater shortly. It feels good to be outside and to breathe deep, to walk and to exercise. I am still trying to exercise 4 or 5 times a week. I hope you are too. Is there someone you can take for a walk? Your mom, your dad, an older friend, a child? If you walk together outside with or without masks, I think it's safe. Not indoors, but outdoors in the sunshine. In a few months, it'll be time to get outside and prune plants, touch the soil, to plant seeds and plants, flowers. Can you dream about that now? Do you get seed catalogs? They don't make those anymore, do they? Can you order seeds online and dream about planting flowers in the soil? I have a lemon tree and I think I'm going to plant a lime tree in a month or so. I need to research the right time to plant citrus. What else do you do for self-care? Talk to people, exercise, go outside, pray, read the Bible, share what you've read. Share Bible stories and observations. You know what you like to do and what works for you. I urge you to carefully find a way to do that. We self-medicate and comfort ourselves in many ways during a time of stress. I've been eating a lot of sweets during this time of pandemic. It's comforting, and it's time for me to be thinking about what I consume. For all of us to think about the amount of alcohol, or some of you perhaps drug use, in the long run, it doesn't help. We need to watch ourselves. Our vices are soothing, but ultimately self-defeating, that lead to many unwanted consequences. You may have to help someone among your family and friends, or someone who's younger or older, with the practice of self-care. Take care of yourself. Call me if you want to talk. We're in this for the long run, but I think we're in the middle, and I think I can see the beginning of the end of this global pandemic. Praise God. So, get out among the sunshine and the birds and the squirrels and the other background noise that you hear on this broadcast. Praise God. See you next week.